If your partner thinks you're never gonna walk away from them, no matter what they do, you've lost. That's a horrible place to be in. We have to get to a place where we both understand that as long as we show up the way that we need to show up for each other, we have each other's back. We will be here. But neither of us will tolerate an unhealthy relationship and someone who blatantly does not want to work on making this better. If your partner...
This actually speaks to me specifically because when I was in previous relationships, I really thought, that, hey, I want my partner, I want my wife, I want my girlfriend or whoever to know that I'm with them unconditionally. And still to some degree I do that. But he is absolutely right when he actually says that we both need to come to an understanding that you have things that you need to fulfill and I have things that I need to fulfill. There are things that are not going to break us. There are things that I'm going to stick with you regardless of whatever the circumstances may be. But with that being said, you have an obligation to fulfill. I have an obligation to fulfill. We need to stay on code and do what we need to do for each other, for the relationship, if we have kids, and move forward thus forth, and be fruitful and multiply, just like God said. So that is so true. And for those men out there who are thinking like me and say, man, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm with my woman, ride or die. You want to be careful with that type of thought process, with that type of mentality, because if you do that, it puts it into women's head, I can do whatever I want. Even a man, it puts it into a man's head, I can do whatever I want. But women, they move in this hypergamy sense, so it doesn't always apply to women.